is in the black car, number 4, that is in picture at this moment in time. They'll be looking to get a good start. He's on the outside line, heading into T1, so Riley has the advantage of the inside line, but can Shermatinsky find enough braking force into the first corner? Let's find out as the 2022 Ferrari Velas Esport Series is going. The 2 race leaders head down into T1. We see Jonathan Riley to the inside line late on the race, keeps the car in the middle of the racetrack, covers any opportunity for Shermatinsky to find his way around the outside. Will the black car have room? No, he will not. Wisely settled into second position with Pagano behind, just trying to find a way past as well, but that is perfect. Job done for Jonathan Riley in the opening few corners. Pole position converts into an early race lead.
Yeah, and he's putting a few car lengths away, especially notably setting up the exits much more importantly than the drivers behind him. But right now, first race of the season, the nerves are high, all about settling in and making sure he nails his apex. Leonardo running a little bit wide and taking down the inside of the race lead as well. So the action's already hotting up already into the gravel a little bit, as you can see, absolutely on the limit.
Yeah, Pagano slightly unsettled by the cone being kicked up by the car ahead of him. Pagano now under pressure coming down into the hairpin, but covers the line nicely from the blue machine behind. So Leonardo Pagano holds on to that podium position. Remember, podium position is what takes us through into the regional finals. We need to finish in the top 3 to progress in this opening race, and Leonardo Pagano under pressure now. That bit of drama has dropped him back from our 2 race leaders. So Pedrini in 4th position is the man just outside of the qualifying spots, and will be desperate to find his way past as the remainder of the field continue to fight behind these top 3 drivers. And Brendan, you're Pagano. This is not a position you want to be in, where you're not really in a position to challenge ahead, but you're under massive pressure from the drivers behind.
Well, to be honest, it is a position I want to be in. It's in a qualifying position, so if I could be there, even if it means taking some pressure, but for sure he has not got the pace of the cars ahead. He qualified in P3, so of course his pace is going to be strong, but the nerves are really getting the better of him right now. 1.5 seconds on the first lap alone, 1.6 seconds now. We've got to settle in, get his head down, put him in the qualifying lap, deserve to put him in.
Yeah, absolutely, all the pressure is on Leonardo Pagano, the Italian driver, driving for an Italian car in an Italian championship under significant pressure. Meanwhile, the front of the field, Ivan Shermatinsky has found some pace in the locker and is now putting our pole position sitter and early race leader Jonathan Riley under significant pressure. Let's ride on board with Shermatinsky for a few corners. You can see Jonathan Riley ahead. The car looks relatively settled, but he just doesn't have the pace, Brendan, at this stage. And Shermatinsky is the man on the move in these early stages of this opening race.
Yeah, he's dipping and diving, trying to fill those mirrors. You can see, taking alternative lines, actually slowing it down a little bit too much for that right hand, but maybe getting a bit distracted, but also wanting to use a bit of a breather. Because right now, he is in a qualifying spot, so as much as the ego would love a P1, you do not want to fall out of that top 3.
Yeah, exactly. And Barberi we see down in 15th position, going to fizz in the grass on the outside of the circuit, so that's an early disappointment. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Benjamin Osterreich that we see now in the number 8 position, car number 77. Osterreich all over the rear and contact with Mills as well, so light contact between those two is secondary as well. That allows the rest of the field to find the way past. Maurice Stryker looking 10th position, car 36. That's a name we'll recognise from the 2021 season. It's almost 3 wide, coming down into the hairpin. Mills keeps the inside line, he holds the position to 3, and Stryker racing hard as well, and that's 9th place for Maurice Stryker. Osterreich recovers to 10th position.
Yeah, you can see everyone's heating up because they know the importance of it. They're seeing people like Camille Ponty go on to join the team. They're hungry for this. You can see they're fighting for every position. As we see, got some more cars in the grass recovering, but I'm sure they're going to recover safely to the racing line. As you can see, they are indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's just outside of the top 10. Of course, we need a top 3 in order to qualify. So 3 that we're looking at now, 14th position, just behind one of his rivals. And it's so frustrating, Brendan, isn't it? You qualified, then you're so far away from that qualification for the regional finals position. This is all about learning, all about gathering as much experience as you can to take away to a future races. Once again, further down the running order, a little bit of contact. Desperation started to set in with these drivers.
Yeah, it is just desperation because they can see the top 3 on the mini-map so far in front right now, and they're just scrapping away. My best advice to them right now would be settle down and use the opportunities to develop your racecraft, so when you come back to future opportunities, you can make the most of him. We see Matteo running a bit deep, doing a very extreme shape of the hairpin. But Matteo's a quick driver. He's very young, inexperienced driver as well, and I mean that in the biggest compliment possible. So I'm sure he's going to have a lot of learning curve to do and will be on the pace in future races.
Yeah, Blotto in a very big fight for 5th and 6th position, going down the running order in a 13th place. This race continues, 4 drivers separated by absolutely nothing. Barberry currently is the one that leads this gaggle of cars, but he's under big pressure now. Slovanak, Eureka Slovanak, another name that we recognise from previous Ferrari Esport Series competition, side by side, trading paint and wing mirrors as well. Slovanak is the one that loses out in that bit of take from these cars, drops to the rear of this 4-car packet. This is a great racing, Brendan. Really, really close. These are drivers that respect each other and respect the racetrack around them.
Well, do you know what's fantastic about it as well? Is not only do you have racing as close as anything at the top of the field, you have drivers fighting it out at the back of the field as well, showing the intensity and also the class of this field.
Yeah, absolutely. These are, of course, amateur drivers that qualify for this competition, but the level is so incredibly high. Benjamin Osprey seen just touching the grass as well. 14th position, Eureka Slovanak down in the 15th place. Now, meanwhile, let's head back to the fight at the front of the field. Nearly 14 minutes left on the clock, and Federico Pedrini still in 4th position. Cannot find a way past Leonardo Pagano, but has enough speed in that number 37 car to match everything Pagano's doing ahead of Brendan. As a driver yourself, what tools are in the chest for Pedrini to find a way past and get that pole spot?
Well, he's been behind him for over 10 minutes now, so he's going to know where he's stronger, he's going to know where he's weaker as well. So right now, what I'll be trying to do is put a bit of pressure on him and cause the car in front to wear out his tyres a little bit more, specifically on the rear compound of the tyres, because what it's going to do is mean he gets worse runs out of the low speed corners and will give the opportunity to be right in the slipstream, right in the opportunity to make the biggest attack possible. Right now, he's a car left behind, so Leonardo can relax a little bit, but really pressure on the car in front, really getting the mirrors and trying to cause a mistake. Being hard to behind, you're there, but you're not really going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So Pedrini needs to dig deep and close onto the rear of Leonardo Pagano in these final 10 and a half, just over minutes left on the clock in this race. Will Pagano hold on? He's held this 3rd position right from the very first corner, so it is his to lose. Meanwhile, talking of drivers that have held position, Jonathan Riley continues serenely at the front of the field. Riley qualified on pole position, converted that into an early race lead, and Shermatinsky behind just does not have the pace to stay with Englishman Jonathan Riley at the front of the field. Riley, an incredibly talented esport driver we've seen in a number of competitions, always at the sharp end of the grid, and he is doing everything in his power to lay down an early mark to his rivals, to let them know that this is going to be a driver to be reckoned with over the course of this 2022 Ferrari Velas Esport Series.
He's got 9 minutes on the clock, and he's closed the gap down to 3 tenths, just only 4 tenths in fact. But you can see this is the range where the slipstream is going to be fully effective, and this is also the range where desperation lunge can come in full force. On the final laps of the race, you'll be really looking for turn 1 and also the final chicane, second to last turn technically, and that's the biggest opportunity that you're going to find with the slipstreaming than a lunging overtake.
Murray Striker, meanwhile, in pit lane and out of the race. We're down to the final 1.5 minutes of the race. This is a great fight that we've got between Ostrate and Century in 12th and 13th position. The number 25 to the inside into the braking zone for the first corner. We'll keep the inside line, a small kiss as well on the way past, just for good measure. And that is overtake complete, nice and neat into T1. Something that this man, Federico Pedrini, will be looking to replicate. We're on the final lap. The 3rd position is still up for grabs, but something that is signed, sealed and delivered, thank you very much. Jonathan Riley, unopposed at the front of the field, almost 5 seconds to the good, crosses the line to take race victory in the opening qualification race at the 2022 Ferrari Velas Esport Series. Ivan Shermatinsky crosses the line in 2nd position, and Leonardo Pagano soaks up the pressure to eventually take the bottom step of the podium, the qualification into the regional